know the most dangerous thing in the world for a woman is a man. The thing that hurts women more than anything in this world are men. That's why women continuously say protect black women. Look at the significant amount of black women who are sexually touched by somebody they know or someone in their family when they're young. The number is significant. Or the story about the black woman in New York who just wanted to grab a bottle of wine after work and a dude offered to pay for it. She was like, no, thank you. So him and his friends jumped there and he tried to bite her eye out. Or how about the girl in Atlanta who was on a scooter date with her man and a dude drove up in the car and tried to holler at her and then she was like, no. So he shot her in the leg. What about the girl who goes to LSU that they just found in the Mississippi River? You want to know why shit like that happens? Well, you know, when you're on a date, right, and a girl takes a picture of you, or she texts her homegirl who she's with and where y'all are going, or she takes a picture of your license plate. You want to know why shit like that happens? That shit used to offend me. But then it dawned on me that there's a lot of you psycho-ass niggas out there. And the most dangerous thing in the world for a woman is a man. But women are all over the place screaming, protect black women, and y'all like, oh, this is a false narrative. This is crazy.
What's up, everybody? This is Her to You, and welcome to Wednesday's Random. So this Wednesday Random is actually a second part. So if you haven't watched the first part, you can go to last week's Wednesday's Random, and that was basically asking black women, are we to blame in regards to how we're being portrayed in music? Now, this one is the part 2, and this is about violence against black women. So, domestic violence, all of that. I definitely think that this is a major topic that needs to be discussed in our community, just because it is the rate that black women are being killed at the hands of their spouse, boyfriends, husbands, wives, whoever, any type of men, police officers, are just going up at a high rate, and it doesn't seem to be that alarming to a lot of people at all. So if you looked at the caption that I put on my IG page at Her to You, it basically said that 4 women, like, hold on, let me get it right, because I have it. At least 4 black women and girls were murdered each day, every day last year. And those numbers, because they don't really be looking for us, because they don't keep the stats on us, that number is actually more than that. They just don't have the backing for that. They just don't have it, right? And that's a sad part, right? I remember a couple years ago when I started to watch out and pay attention to the numbers of missing black women. Like, we were missing by the numbers, and we're still missing by the numbers, and no one, we're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not plastered on news channels. We're not. It's not a big old search for us. None of that. I don't know what it is with this world when it comes to black women. We're really not important enough for anyone to look for other than our families, and if that, right? So everyone that I've known in regards to my friends, black women and everything, they've all been a part of some type of sexual, you know what I'm saying, situation where they've either been raped or touched inappropriately, or they've been in a domestic violence situation. Like me personally, just to give my own testimony with this, by the time I was 23, I had already been in 3 situations with 3 different people that could have ended my life. One when I was 18, and I was actually being smothered. We got into a fight, and I was being smothered, and it just happened that um, someone, like my peoples, were at the door already. Like I had already called. What's so crazy? I didn't call 911. I called my folks, and they were at the door, banging at the door. Um, I don't know what would have happened if they wouldn't came, or if I wasn't able to call them. Right. The second time, I was in a situation where my boyfriend was drunk, and he was late, tired. You know, we were coming back from somewhere. He was drunk, and he was just getting upset, and he tried to kill me with a knife. He tried to kill me with a knife, and I remember all I could think about. My daughter was probably like 2. She probably was no, she probably was no, she was a year. She was a year. And I just remember thinking like, oh my God, Lord, I want to see my child. Like the only thing I think about was my child. And so I was able to kind of talk my way, like kind of talk him down, you know, because I was trapped, like where I was, like I was in the bathroom, like I was in the master bedroom bathroom. So you're stuck. I'm like stuck, and I'm trying to think of everything. Like, okay, so I asked him, like, let me just call my daughter. Like, let me just say goodbye to my daughter. Um, sorry, I'm getting emotional. Yeah, I am getting super emotional. Hold on, give me a second. I just remember, like I said, I just remember just talking him down. Like, let me just talk to my daughter. Let me just say goodbye to my child. That's what I said. And so once, like he was, you know, and I just kept pleading with him, like, please, 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 please. I won't. I promise. I just want to speak to my child. And he was like in the doorway, so he kind of he was like, he finally, like, you, it's crazy because when people be saying that, they're like, their eyes be black, they're like, they don't see you at all. It's just they be on a mission. I just remember being like, please let me. And so he was at, like, you know, he was in front, he was in the doorway. So I just remember him finally, I seeing him registering what I'm asking him, and he's like, all right, yep. But it was cold, you know, it was really cold, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah. And so I walked, like, I get past him, and then I just took off. I remember, like, I think I had like a t-shirt on, like, and I remember I didn't have no shoes or nothing, and I just was out of there screaming, you know what I'm saying? Like, help me, help me, help me, help me. So that happened. And that actually was the last thing. I was 22 when that, I was 22, 23 when that happened. No, I was 23 when that happened. And then I was 20. And then I had another situation happen in between those where, you know, I could have got beaten to death. So, and it's crazy because now that I think about that, being older and understanding the severity of what all 3 of those situations could have did to me, I didn't even think about calling the police at all. Now that I think about that, like, I didn't even think about calling the police. And And I know that a lot of us go through that, because I know a lot of us don't feel like we can really rely on or trust the police. And then not only that, in real life, we be protecting the guy. Like, we still be thinking like, excuse me, I didn't even bring no tissue. I didn't know. We don't even be thinking like, we still don't be thinking about ourselves. We like, no, we can't call the police because, this and that. I swear I didn't think about calling the police. I didn't. Matter of fact, I didn't. So I've been lucky. I've been very, 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 very lucky to definitely not encounter anything like that. And that's because like I'm very cautious. Like I'm very cautious now, as cautious as I can, right? As cautious as I can. I don't take the same way home. I watch myself when I'm moving around. I watch my surroundings. I don't just talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And then what's so crazy is, I will say this, because men are violent, even with rejection, I give my number out. I do. I just block you or ignore you or whatever, or try to give you like my oh no, I don't try to give you my social media, whatever, but I will give my number, because I do get nervous. Like, shoot, I don't, because guys now will hurt you off of rejecting them, and that, and I'm like, like, so the interactions are like a little creepy, you know what I'm saying? So I just go ahead and do that. But like I said, domestic violence is really real, and it's taking women's lives, and it's taking young girls' lives. It's taking young teenage girls' lives. And I just need for people to for men and everyone out here, like, I need you guys to put a value on Black women's lives. Like, really, because if you really think about, a lot of these women be single mothers, expecting mothers. They have lives, they have dreams, they have careers, and you're not in charge. You're not in charge of taking their lives. If they choose not to be with you, if they choose to move on with their life, if they're choosing to, they have the right to make those decisions. And you can't snuff out someone's life because they're choosing not to either be with you, deal with you, or bother with you. There was this story, let me tell you how blatant it's just getting. There was a story where this man, he was dragging this girl, and in the neighbors, it was like in an apartment complex, and they're yelling like, leave her alone, leave her alone, leave her alone. And he just threw her in daylight. He just threw her in the dumpster. Mind you guys, this whole time he's dragging a dead body. He had already killed her. I am super emotional. He had already killed her, dragged her body, was dragging her body through the courtyard. Could y'all imagine seeing that? But to me, that speaks to how just blatantly it's just like, no care, right? Like how blatantly you can just in daylight drag somebody's dead body while their children are inside the home and dump the body in the trash. That speaks volumes to the appreciation of somebody's life. And you're leaving these kids to have to deal with this trauma. You're just creating constant trauma. And that's, again, because if you don't put value on us, and all of this trickles down for what you're teaching. If you are not respecting Black women, and there's no respect on us, because all we ask for is respect, just like you would give to anyone else. If you put value on us, because we do mean something, we are human beings. We were given lives for a reason. And you just think that you can just take our lives for what? For what? There don't be no reason but that you hurt. Go get some help. Go get some help. For whatever trauma that you've been through, go get help. That's what we need to start making available and normalizing for our men, is to go get help. Go get mental help. Go figure out what that thing is. I remember the first time the first 48 came on. And there was this man who had already got out of jail for killing his wife. His wife, he found out, was a prostitute, and he ended up killing her because she was a prostitute. So they had found like a body of a prostitute. And long story short, it turned out to be him. But I just remember watching that, and come to find out, he confessed to killing I think it was 9 other prostitutes. And he was taking them and showing them the bodies and stuff. You know, they was like mummified at this point. They were skeletons, because no one cared. No one cared. They was even shocked, like, I didn't, Black people are not usually serial killers. Right, but when you killing niggas, when you killing Black women, like, you can stack up however many you want before they get to looking, especially if it's, what's so wild is that it don't even matter if it's someone that's someone that's prominent in the community to somebody that's a prostitute. They're still not looking for us. It don't even matter what your status is. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. There's been plenty of examples of Black men who are in these neighborhoods who done had bodies all over, and it be Black women. And there's so many stories of mothers begging these police officers, these police stations, to do something, to look, and they just so dismissive with us, like we just be running away. Like, we don't have that pattern to just be gone. We're not just state to state to state. We're just not moving everywhere like that. You're not catching Black women backpacking like that. Ain't nobody cross country doing nothing. We be trying to make moves and have families and and take care of ourselves and make businesses. Like, we be really on some type of foundation type of stuff. We don't be having the luxury to be moving around like that. So it's just a shame that our numbers are going up. And I just want to say, like, Black women, I am speaking directly to you, sis. If you are in a situation where, and it's so hard because I've seen plenty of stories where Black women are being stalked, harassed, and they go to the police station. They do everything that they say we're supposed to do, right? And they still don't do anything, and they get killed. And I know this next statement is problematic, but Black women, protect yourself, arm yourself. And I'd rather say there he lay than there you lay. I would, and I know it's problematic, but I would. It's okay, it's okay to protect yourself. We don't always gotta lay ourselves out on the line for them. We don't. Choose yourself. Choose your children. Choose it. Don't put yourself in this. Recognize the red signs. Recognize them signs. Like, for some reason, we have this thing where we glorify toxic shit. Dead that. You don't want someone controlling you. You don't really want somebody snatching you up. You don't really want somebody telling you where you can do it. That's toxic. You really don't want a toxic. Toxic is not love. Toxic does not equal love. If it's not toxic, I don't want it. You say that when you're begging for your life. When you pleading for your life and somebody's eyes is blacked out and they don't see you and they're letting you know they're going to kill you, all that toxic shit will be out the window. There's too many examples. Red flags. Seriously, take shit seriously. Because it's not nothing to play with. It's your life. Death is final. Death is final. And your children, your mother, your father, your siblings, your friends, they have to carry that. They carry the guilt of, could I have did something? Ain't nobody gonna do your children like you would do. Don't nobody got plans and all that for your children like you do. Don't put that burden on them. Because life goes on for us. Y'all know how we do. We keep death. It's so common to Black people that we just keep it pushing. And we don't get the help and we don't get the things that we need to get over it. So, I had a friend that I grew up with, and her father killed her mother and threw her in a trash can. And she was raised by her auntie. And I remember that now because I remember how she used to not feel like she fit in. She didn't feel like she really had a mother. Even though she had a mother figure, her aunt did the best that she could. But she never quite felt like she fit in. And she yearned for her mother. So, again, all I'm saying is Black women, if no one is going to rescue us, if no one is going to find us, if no one is going to protect us, we have to do it ourselves. We have to do it ourselves. Arm yourself. I'm sorry. Y'all, this is super emotional because I love Black women. I love us. We're so dope. And we mean so well. Like, really, we mean really well. We just want to be loved. We just want to have a good time. We just want to make money. We just want to laugh. We just want to see our kids grow up. That's what we want. We really do. We really cool out here. We want what's ours, but we work for it too, though. Like, we really do. And we deal with so much. Also, we're just overlooked and not really cared about. Like, so, like I said, if you're dealing with if you're watching this and you are really dealing with a domestic violence situation, sis, get up out that situation. Figure out your resources. Figure out how to get out that situation before it's too late. Stop protecting that man, black, white, pink, or yellow. 3 times. It only would have taken 1 time for whatever guy to make that thing final for me. And I would not be here at all. I would be a memory. My child would be being raised by someone else who had different plans, who don't know my plans for my child. So this just touches me in a different way because I just see it daily after day, story after story. And it's like, it's on and it's gone. And that is a person's life. That is somebody's life. That is somebody's loved one. That is someone's mother. That is someone's daughter. And just life. They'll never be here. Ever, 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 ever. They'll never be here. Value. We have to have value. But like I said, Black women, if no one's gonna come, then we have to come. We have to be there. No one's gonna do it for us. So do it for ourselves. You know, we talk about, well, we ain't prioritize. Because, baby, one thing about a Black woman, we resourceful. We gonna get what we want. So go get your license. Go get armed. Learn how to fire that thing. Go take some defensive classes. Learn how to protect yourself. Period. Take the red sign seriously. Take it seriously. Don't be so desperate for love that you just accept something that hurts you and harms you. So, y'all, this was a hard one for me, as you can see. But it's a topic that it has to be addressed. I want y'all to even go to Black Tragic. Black Girl Tragic. It's BLK Girl and Tragic. And if you just scroll, it's just endless. And that's not even half. It's just endless of faces and promises and dreams and lives that are just gone. For nothing. For literally nothing. So that's it for Wednesday's Random. Black women, protect yourself. Make it a priority to protect yourself. Set your boundaries. Understand your definite no's. Even in the beginning of those situations, that's when you really be like, yeah, no, this isn't going to work for me. Protect yourself. Stop inviting people into your home, into your space. Knowing where you at, knowing where you live, drive, meet people up, meet up with people. Take the time to get to know someone. And I know that's not everything. You could be 10 years in a situation, somebody snap and do something. I know this isn't a blanket. This is not a blanket for every issue, every problem. I know you're not going to be able to stop everything. Like, there's so many different situations and scenarios. All I'm saying is the best that we can let's protect each other. Because I'm telling you, no one's going to do it for us. Ladies, we scream, shout it, yell, whatever. They need to see us unite. They need to see us do it. And then you know how people is. They'll get on the bandwagon. Y'all know how it is. It's very contagious. They'll talk about us like a dog. Like they've done that. And they do that. But if they see us unite, it ain't enough. I'm telling you, if they see Black women truly unite, first of all, us united, that alone just lifts my spirit, because I know what we can do when we get together. I already know what we can do. Them insults won't faze us, but they wouldn't be able to play us either, though. They wouldn't be able to come in, and if we truly stood at a united front and didn't allow jealousy and envy and she this and she that and colorism and she light skin, she dark skin, she tall, she short, she plastic, she natural, she this, she that. If we didn't let all these little things, all these things get us, girl, we'd be good. We would be good. So, all right, guys, that's it for Wednesday's Random. Again, thank you guys for tuning in every Wednesday. I surely appreciate it. Please comment, like, subscribe. I am, very, very thankful. Very, very thankful. Please share, comment. Please follow, subscribe, donate, share at Black Girl Tragic on Instagram, and they have blackgirltragic.com. Like, for real, know their names, say their names, like, just understand it's our community, ladies. It's our community. It is our problem. It is something we need to take seriously. So I just want to say rest in peace to all of the women who have lost their lives violently. I will continue to pray for you, your children, your family, all the women missing. Sis, I pray for your safe return, or for you to be found and to have a proper burial. Any women that are dealing with domestic violence, sis, I pray for your strength and that you are able to get out of that situation before it's too late. I ain't gonna be able to go on. So protect yourself. I love you, ladies. Clearly, I promise. I love all you ladies. Y'all get on my nerves, whatever. But I love all of my Black women. And I want the best for all of us. And I want us to live. I want us to prosper. I want us to be our best, be at our higher selves. I want us to be protected, to feel safe, to not be bothered, to be in our own vibe. So like I said, y'all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. Follow, subscribe, like, comment below, and have a great one. Thank you for watching Wednesday's Random.